I'd love to ask you about just kind of the dynamic of a board meeting and interacting with the board. Prior to being a board member, not a paid employee of Liberty North Korea, I was on the board, but in a different capacity. And as executives, we would often talk about, how much information should we share? Like, what is the balance? Like, essentially, like, should we expose the underbelly of our organization, to these board members? And so we always would go back and forth on how much should we or shouldn't we share. And so would love just kind of your input on the best practice around that. Is there a balance? Should you share everything?
Yes, I think it is really important that staff is very open and honest with their board to a certain extent.
Okay.
I don't think you want to lay all your cards on the table necessarily, because you don't need them involved in the day-to-day minutia or the weeds. Sure. But every staff member at every organization faces some kind of hurdle or issue. And as you mentioned earlier, board members want to help. They want to make an impact. They want to engage. So for example, I think that I've been an executive director of a nonprofit, right. And we had about a 12-person board at the time that I left. And there are many meetings where my staff and I would go in and we would say, everything's great, everything's going well, we're raising X amount of dollars, we're funding this much research this year, we are, driving this awareness campaign, and the staff is all, at their desk doing great, out meeting with donors, everything's,
Riding unicorns.
Yeah, we're seeing rainbows. Yeah. It's raining money. When, in reality, there were things going on in the office that could have improved.
Okay.
And I should have asked the board for help. I should have said, we are really struggling with this staff member, and, we need to know how to better motivate them, because, maybe they could have given some advice on that. There's organizations I've seen that are really struggling financially, and they are not being candid with their board on their financials.